Hello again, this is Whitnum. Welcome to another My Little Pony Friendship is Magic toy review. We've got a big one today, Rarity's Carousel Boutique. This playset sets out to capture the spirit of our generous fashion designer's shop and home. It does this with a working carousel, with motion, sound, and two possibly recognizable characters acting as standers. Thank you for that term, Google. We do get two unicorns, Rarity of course, and an unnamed mystery guest upstairs here. We're going to try to figure out maybe who she is after a while. We do get an animal friend, and we do get several carnival-themed accessories sprinkled all throughout the packaging. Now, I've been looking at featuring this one for quite a while, and with Sisterhood Social having air this weekend, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to feature a signature Rarity toy. The packaging does feature a Try Me slot here, but we're going to save the demo of the gimmick for later. Instead, let's check out the serving suggestion on the back. At Rarity's Carousel Boutique, fun is always in style. When Rarity isn't busy designing beautiful outfits in her shop, she invites her friends over to ride on the musical carousel. And there are quite a few friends pictured here. We got a cute little turtle, butterfly, rabbit. But the thing is, bluebird, butterfly, owl, rabbit, squirrel, and turtle are not included. Yes, we're looking at a rather large contingent of so's not appearing in this playset. The reason they're in the picture is to show you that there are several peg stations that animal friends can take advantage of. In fact, this one right here is probably intended for a brushable, so that they could take the place as a main pony on the main carousel disc right here. That's probably what that's for. We'll check that out after a while. You do get a bona fide animal friend, though, this mouse, working the ticket counter, which looks cute in its own right. Now, let's take a look at the... Yes, this thing's huge. Let's take a look at the contents. Spoiler alert, you get a carousel, 2 pony figures, 2 carousel ponies, mouse, hay fries, not potato fries, hay fries, ice cream cone, lollipop, drink, popcorn, saddle, and 2 tickets. Oh boy. This is going to take a little while to unpackage. You're going to go bracket right here, bracket right there, yeah. This is going to be fun, but I mustn't keep a lady waiting.
Here's a wide shot of the playset with its accessories. The dimensions are about 14.5 inches wide, by 13 inches tall, by 5.5 inches deep. So about a foot wide, foot tall, and less than half a foot deep. It does give the playset an elongated oval shape, which affords it these open pavilion areas off of the carousel itself. I appreciate that. It gives a toy extra platforms for ponies and other props and definitely expands the stage of the set. Now let's take a closer look at the details of the toy. You'll notice that there's quite a bit going on in the trimmings department. There are filigree accents all over the place, pony and horseshoe motifs, gems accenting key features like the booth windows and the carousel's main support that kind of harkens to Rarity's dazzling cutie mark. The overall toy has a deep pink and purple tone, I think. Don't hit me, I'm color deficient. Capped off by a lighter blue roof with a textured checker pattern. And we cap everything off with a heart-tipped flagpole that rotates with the carousel. Other things to note. Looking from this side, we see a few decals with a light marquee pattern. Over here, this one looks like a ticket booth sign, and the other looks like a concession stand sign, both with cute little pony silhouettes. Now, if you flip the toy around, there's a few differences. First, notice that the front-facing booth is still on your left, and the open booth is still on your right. We also lose some of the accent coloring around some of the booth windows. Also notice that you don't get decals on this side, however the signs are actually molded in. On the left you have large impressions of concession items, and on the right there's a cute little pony hanging over the edge with tickets floating around its head. It's cute. Don't know why they have decals on one side but moldings on the other, but hey, variety's a spice of life, and I'm glad they made sure that both sides of the toy are visually appealing.
Now that we're looking at all the details of the toy, let's take a look at what you get with it. First, let's cover the main gimmick of the toy. Slide this lever to the right. and you get a sequence that lasts for about 20 seconds. The discs on the bottom spins counterclockwise, while the disc upstairs spins clockwise. Excuse me. You slide this lever, and if you look at the mechanism inside, you can tell that there's a little switch that gets manipulated when you slide the lever past the center point here. That's what kicks the song off. The actual mechanism is spring powered. You don't need batteries for the motion. You only really need batteries for the song. Now, let's take a look at some of the accoutrements you get. First, let's take a look at these standard ponies. You get 2 of them. Both of them are wingless. This one really looks like Scootaloo. It's got the orange and pink, whatever color that is. And you have this little saddle peg hole for an animal friend to sit on, and they can fit either upstairs or downstairs, doesn't matter. Here is the other standard pony, and I've got the animal friend that comes with the playset stationed on that one. You get a cute little yellow mouse, and who is this pony? The colors that I looked at the My Little Pony wiki online, and according to these colors, this might be apple cider. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. The other ponies that you get, of course, are the 2 brushables. We'll start off with our special mystery guest. Is this cotton candy or sweetie swirl? I will leave that to you because the packaging sure doesn't tell me, but she has a dollop of glitter on her cutie mark, and her hair is triple tone. You've got a silver, pink, and I'm color deficient, so either this is orange or green. But yes, very confectionery. The other brushable pony you get, of course, since this is Rarity's Carousel Boutique, is Rarity herself, and she is sporting dollop of glitter on her horn and her cutie mark. Also, she comes with this pink saddle with molded details, including a little diamond here. And surprisingly enough, she's got tinsel in her hair. I don't remember seeing a Camelot sticker on the packaging for the toy. I thought the tinsel was a trademark of the Camelot line, but Rarity's got it. The other accessories that you get with a toy, you get these food items. 4 of them have peg holes, which allow them to take advantage of the peg holes on the shelves of the concession stand. Here's your popcorn and your hay fries. All 5 of them have leg clips, so you can attach it to your brushable pony like that. You also get ice cream and a sody pop with a straw. And you also get a lollipop. The last little artistic touch that you get are these 2 tickets. This is the flimsiest part of the toy. The packaging brought them in this shell, which is good, because if you open that shell, you find that they are 2 very simple strips of cardboard. So, yeah. They look cute, but these will fall apart if you don't protect them in this shell, I think. So it might be a good idea to hold on to that. Now, back to the mechanism of the toy, I want to point out something about it. First, the discs don't really have any torque to them, so they will be stopped very easily, which brings up one of the problems of the toy. If you don't peg the standers in upstairs correctly, or if you don't orient them properly, what'll happen is, let's see, yeah, that'll do it. What'll happen is, I don't even have them pointed the right way, but anyway, you can tell, yeah, their leg will get caught, especially on this piece of the wrought iron up here. Their leg will get caught on that, and it'll stop the whole thing cold, because the one upstairs is just pretty much the one downstairs, and there's probably a reversal gear for the shaft that's going to run this one. So, yeah, they are both connected. They're running off of the same spring power here. Now, downstairs, what'll happen is if you put like a brushable you have to watch that their leg doesn't get caught on the logo. I had that problem too. So all you have to do is nudge them just a little bit, and that'll correct that problem. No big deal. Rarity's Carousel Boutique. Final thoughts? It is a large playset. Several places to put ponies and animal friends. All over the place. There is wonderful art direction on both sides of the carousel. I do appreciate the fact that you can spin it around and it doesn't look like there's big gaps and things missing. That's a plus. You get motion and sound. Is it worth $30? Of course, I paid $30 for it, but would you? I will leave that question for you to ponder. As I say, this is Whipnum, and I hope this review has been helpful to you in some way, and I look forward to seeing you again in my next review. Bye-bye.
And now, if you're interested, I'd like to wrap things up by showing you just what this little hobby of mine has turned into.
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends?
So much pony.